China has publicly told the United States and Korea to calm down, to not increase their tensions, right, between each other, to not get crazy. China is saying this. This is an article that was in Truthdig.com, written by Christopher Bourdin from the AP. I think it was on the AP, and the Truthdig picked it up. So here's what's Foreign Minister Wang Yi said in a phone conversation with his Russian counterpart, Sergei Lavrov, that the two countries should work together to contain tensions and permit no one to stir up an incident on their doorstep, according to a statement posted on the Chinese foreign minister's website. The most important task at hand is for the U.S. and North Korea to hit the brakes on their mutual needling of each other with words and actions, to lower the temperature of the tense situation and prevent the emergence of an August crisis, Wang was quoted as saying in the Tuesday conversation. You remember when America was the one that would come in and ease people, calm people down? Remember when we were the country that would like, whoa, let's not get, come on now. We're the lone wingnut. Now, we're a rogue state. Let's be real clear here. We are not the peacekeepers of the world. We are not the country the world looks to. We are a rogue state. There is a madman Nazi in the White House. He just fired the whiskey-nosed Nazi Bannon. People are just getting fired there left and right and replaced with God knows what. His son-in-law and daughter are running things. Like, I'm not making, this isn't crazy conspiracy. This is just madness. He's threatening I'm not making this up. We all know this. These are the quotes. He has threatened nuclear war with North Korea. So China, this is a country that just decided to build a military island right in the Sea of Japan, which makes South Korea and Japan and everyone in the region scared. Talking to Russia, that has a fine history of just, taking whatever they want in the Ukraine or Crimea, like doing whatever they want. These two countries are going, we need to settle America and North Korea down. Because it's really us. Because North Korea has always been nuts, right? Kim Jong-il, now his son, have always said crazy shit. And everyone just kind of in the world is kind of, okay, he's nuts. And they kind of maybe go, all right, maybe get up, stand up out of their chair a little bit, go, hey, whoa, easy, North Korea. But what Trump is saying, he's out of his mind. He's out of his mind. He doesn't know what he's doing. I did a video on this. Republican generals who served in Republican White Houses are like, Trump does not know what he's doing. Right? He's backing white nationalists and Nazis and Klan members. He's threatening nuclear war. Like, it's enough. And I don't like the idea of Mike Pence taking over at all, because Mike Pence has voted for and submitted, laws and legislation that is scary and crazy. He wants to repeal, just crazy. But what do you have to do? How crazy do you have to be? How reckless do you have to be? And the whole world is like, we don't have the ability to blow up the entire planet, only like Russia and the United States does. And this is crazy. The ministry quoted Lavrov as saying tensions could rise again with the U.S. and South Korea set to launch large-scale military exercise on August 21st. I did a video on this. PACCOM, the Pacific Command, they want the U.S. military and the Pacific Command. Boy, they want the military-industrial complex. Boy, they want a war. They'd love to just send our Navy over there and boom and just, yeah. I'm sure the citizens of Seoul are like, what? What are you doing? We were always supposed to be the calming force. It was the Teddy Roosevelt, speak softly and carry a big stick. We had this big military behind us. So when we just said, hey, come on, let's quiet down, people would listen. Now it's like America's nuts. They could literally end life on this planet. Our stupid president and stupid country and stupid military could end life on this earth. Do you understand? Are there any Trump supporters watching this? Are you okay with this fact? You voted for a guy that's a racist, that made fun of a guy in a wheelchair, a special needs reporter, made fun of a Gold Star family. Now he's basically saying, wow, there's two sides to the Klan. They're not so bad. And he created this term alt-left. And he's threatening nuclear war. So even if you're a Nazi and you live in this country and you're a Klan member neo-Nazi, well, you're fucking stupid for starters, because my two uncles fought in World War II against Nazis. So you're not an American if you're calling yourself a Nazi and you're waving a Nazi flag. You're not an American. You're a terrorist. And if I was president, I would put you on a terror watch group. That's what needs to happen. Somebody just drove a car in Barcelona and they immediately called it terrorism. It happens in Charlottesville, and well, you know, kind of crazy, and there's a lot, two sides to it. What? A Nazi terrorist, a white nationalist terrorist, got in a car and drove it through a crowd of people and killed a woman and injured many others. That's terrorism. That is an act of terrorism. So if you voted for Trump and you're like, yeah, he speaks the truth, you know, we're on the doorstep of World War III, which will probably end life as we know it. If there are survivors, it'll be awful. And when China is saying this, you know there's something to this. And what are we going to do? We're going to do war games on the 21st. We provoke North Korea. They're going to do something stupid. They're going to shoot it. We're going to just, it's like push a guy. And then when he swings and hits you, oh, the guy's nuts. See, he's out of control. It's dangerous. This is what the Russian Foreign Minister said. A resolution of the North Korea nuclear issue by military force is completely unacceptable, and the peninsula's nuclear issue must be peacefully resolved by political and diplomatic methods, Lavrov was quoted as saying. That's crazy. A Russian guy is saying that. He works for Putin. This is a dangerous game. This isn't like, it's about time Trump came in there and started talking tough. You can't fuck around with this. So I hope people wake up to this fact, and I hope any of these people that voted for Trump, who were, I heard like, well, I didn't want to vote for Hillary, so I had to vote for Trump. I didn't want to vote for either one of them, so I voted for Jill Stein. And I know some people on the corporate Dems and the Hillary supporters are like, you Jill Stein supporters, see, now look what Trump is doing. No, I still blame the Democratic Party for this. The reason we have this wingnut in office is because the Democratic Party ran the worst candidate with the worst platform, and she ran the worst campaign. Jill Stein did not prevent Hillary Clinton from going to Wisconsin and Michigan and Pennsylvania to campaign. She lost in 2008 and got to run again. Why? Imagine if we had Bernie Sanders in the White House right now, what would be happening? Or even Elizabeth Warren, who's kind of a corporate Democrat. She's a rich kid. I'm not a huge fan, but we wouldn't have this. The Democratic Party has failed us. The liberal elites have failed us. And when they fail us, time and time again throughout history, demagogues get into office. And that's what happened. And this is dangerous. And if China and Russia are saying, hey, slow down, hit the brakes, you know there's a real fear out there in the world.